Cancer, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Cancer, I'm going to be doing your reading from January 26th to February 1st. And this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now, dear Cancer, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. I would like to thank to each and every one of you for being here, dear Cancers. I am on a little bit of a time crunch, but before heading out for my little mini vacation, I wanted to make sure to serve and slay with this message, okay? Now we're back into the studio. This is going to be way better for now. That's just, I feel best to channel the messages. Also, I don't think this message is going to be way too long, but I'm going to make sure that I give you everything that you need at this moment, okay? Cancer-licious. I just had a carbonated drink, so I had to control that. So your challenge, dear Cancer, is the King of Pentacles, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords. So Cancer, you're dealing with someone who is possibly an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I'm getting here Libra. So there is definitely this strong connection with someone that you seem to be really liking a lot. You just feel like this is someone that you can really establish a family with. This also could mean for many of you, you're really trying to get your feet off the ground. Maybe you're starting the business. You're starting to also take your love life more seriously. Okay, so there is a situation that I think that you are taking it very seriously with someone. We're going to find out more about this when we clarify. In the recent past, you have the Ten of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So in the recent past, many of you went through some sort of a separation, possibly with someone that you were either married with, or there was a fallout that you were in a relationship with this person. Doesn't have to be married. A situation here came to an end, and that was very painful for a lot of you. Okay, so I think it's been taking you a long time to get back on your feet. We're going to clarify this shortly. In the present moment, you have the Fool, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So Cancer, from my perspective, as I see, the Fool is looking towards the past. So for many of you are really trying to understand and decide what to do in this situation. Do I go back to this person or do I move on, right? The Seven of Cups is these choices and this decision. So there is an important decision you're going to make. We're going to find out more about this in a minute. In the near future, you have the Justice, the Temperance, and the Ace of Wands. It looks like in the near future, there is some sort of a new beginning that's going to come towards your way. Okay, if there is a legal matter or there is something here that you've been fighting for, I think that is going to be settled. It's going to work out in your favor. Maybe in the other person's favor, meaning it's going to be an equal way of dealing with this situation. Okay, we're going to find out more about this. And you have the Four of Swords at the bottom, Five of Swords, and the High Priestess. So for many of you, I do see here you wanting to move on from any kind of drama. If this relationship has been causing a lot of drama, a lot of difficulties, you want peace. Both of you want peace about this situation. Okay, there is definitely a healing process that you are still going through, and you're really focusing on your internal healing and what matters to you most when it comes to love. So we're going to clarify your challenge, which is the King of Pentacles, excuse me. So, dear Cancer, the King of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Chariot, and the Eight of Swords. This is a situation where you really are trying to figure out, should you stay or should you go? A lot of you get in your head a lot about this person. There is something here that's kind of making you feel like a little bit trapped. There is something here that you've been meaning to talk about, to execute, to discuss with this person. For a lot of you, there is a career shift that's also waiting for you. You could be getting a new job. You could be starting a new position. You could be thinking about relocating. This is the card of a Cancer, which is one of my most favorite cards. So the Chariot, you're actually getting in charge of your life, of course, with God, with the universe, with the divine, and you're wanting to make a very firm decision. Do I stay or do I leave? Okay. The person you are dealing with the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, I feel like this person has turned their back on you for whatever reason, or maybe this person was not really supportive of your dreams and your goals. Someone here also seems to be very much self-obsessed with themselves, okay? Ten of Cups is clarified by the Five of Swords in the recent past, the Three of Swords again, and the Three of Wands, and you have the Six of Pentacles. So for many of you, dear Cancers, I feel like someone here was breadcrumbing you. There was this energy of breadcrumbing. You see the Three of Swords here again. There was definitely a lot of drama that was going on. You're a Cancer. You are not the sign that's gonna be signing up for drama or anything dramatic. Okay, a situation here came to an end which was very painful because there was competition, maybe third-party situations or other external influences. And I do see here you constantly waiting for this person to either change or to come home. For some of you also, there could have been children involved in this image, in this picture. The Three of Swords in the past is clarified by the Lovers, the Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. So, of course, this was a love relationship. There was a very painful and a very unexpected fallout between you and this person. I do get this energy of you really asking yourself in the past, does this person truly love me? Because many of you, when I see the Three of Swords here twice, this is an indication that it wasn't the first time that you guys had a fallout or there was something that really was very painful that happened. You could have also dealt with the Scorpio here. I feel like someone in the past was very hurtful to you. Okay, you have the Four of Wands in the past. Many of you tried to fight for this relationship, fight for this union. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Tower, the Judgment, and the Four of Swords, and the Five of Wands. What do you see? Right, there is fight going on. Multiple people involved in this picture. Five of Wands also, dear Cancer, can mean conflict, arguments. At the base of this separation that you had with this person, one of the reasons why, because there was a lot of disagreements going on, okay? So the Tower moment, the Judgment, and the Four of Swords. I know that many of you are very spiritual people watching me, as Cancers especially. You are someone that you know tarot very well. And I show the cards in front of you. So you see the Tower. There was a Tower moment of a relationship here with the Four of Wands. Okay, this situation came to an end very unexpectedly. And for many of you, you have been really on a very deep healing journey ever since the situation came to an end. Okay, now you are questioning. You're trying to understand, is this a situation that I really should go back to or not? So the Fool, you're asking yourself one last time this question. Is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. One of the reasons why there is so much hesitancy from your end to go back to this person is because you don't trust them fully. You have the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Wands again, right? The Four of Wands, which is also the past. So you're really questioning the validity of this relationship. There is a lot of trust issues that you have with them. And you're really asking yourself, is this really the right situation that I should invest my time into? You have the Devil and the Star. It may look good on the outside, this person, everything shiny, but on the inside, is it toxic? Is the dynamic toxic? Are there any toxic habits with the Devil? Is there any third-party situation? Is there any smoking going on, gambling going on? You know, compulsive behavior. So you're really doing the right thing by asking yourself, what is the right decision here for me to make? Seven of Cups is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Wands. A lot of you are remembering the good old times with this person, the memories that you made with this person. You did have a very strong connection with them. I do see here you really trying to see this situation from a completely different perspective. If it's really something that you would still want to go back to or not. For many of you, this is an important decision that you're making. Okay, very important decision. So you have grown a lot, you've gained so much wisdom when it comes to making a love offer back to someone from the past or even having someone new coming into your life. You're taking your time slowly. You're not rushing into this. So for many of you with the Six of Swords, I do see here you contemplating about moving on. You're moving on from this person, moving on from this toxicity, clarified by the Temperance, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. A lot of you know that for now, at least for now, it is not worth it to invest your time to give another opportunity, because for many of you with the Ten of Swords, you still feel betrayed by this person and by this situation and how things ended between you and them. You're also aware that this person needs to really do a lot of healing within themselves, Sagittarius energy. Justice in the near future, there is some sort of, there is this situation being set right. Clarified by the Hierophant, Page of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So, you know, there is going to be an offer coming in towards your way. Someone here could try to make a love offer to you. This could be a new person, possibly. I'm getting here Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone that's very confident, someone that's very stable. And if there is any kind of a money situation, that if you're getting divorced or whatsoever, I think I don't talk about those things, but maybe there is some sort of an equality, equilibrium, that's going to be happening. Temperance in the near future is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, Two of Wands, and the Page of Wands. So you could be traveling. I see you traveling somewhere. You could be going across the country. You could be going across the world. There is going to be someone new that's going to come toward your way with the Page of Wands. I do see here a little bit younger than you, the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and the Justice. You're manifesting someone new into your life who is going to be treating you very fairly, Cancer. Someone who is going to actually, take you very seriously. Someone is going to really treat you the way that you should be and you must be treated and supported, okay? So you have the Ace of Wands. There is a new love coming in towards your way. There is a new opportunity, brand new beginning here, very passionate. I'm trying not to be into a rush here, but I have to serve and slay. So Cancer, I know that, you're not going to be mad at me. You're not going to be telling me why did this happen. This is only this one time this is going to happen. I'm sorry. You're going to get to see. You're going to have to see me doing this right now during the reading. This is insane. Okay, so the cards also falling on the ground. Let's over-spiritualize this situation right now, shall we? I think Cancer Licious. The cards falling on the ground. I don't know. Are you really going to be sold on this new person, or you don't want to, or you're going to drop them like I dropped them on the floor? Cancer, honey, is you going to drop this new person like a hot potato? Like a jacket in a potato? Are you going to drop him and you want to go back to the old person? Don't know yet. The cards fell on the ground. I don't know. You know how... Let's over-spiritualize. Kidding. The Ace of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. I think you're going to be very happy if you were try to really explore this new opportunity. A lot of you, I know, you get tempted to go back to the person in the past, but you're becoming very serious about this relationship. Someone here who could be a sugar daddy, I'm kidding, maybe not, maybe yes. Someone who is actually going to support you, provide for you, is going to make an offer. And you see the Queen of Cups is looking the other way, so maybe you could give it a try. Maybe you could try to explore this. You know what I'm saying? Don't limit yourself to just one situation here, something that didn't work out in the past and feel like, oh no, I don't know about love. Here's the Ace of Wands I was looking for. I can never miss the nice Ace of Wands. Don't worry about that, because I feel like that for a lot of you in the past, you have tried to date other people, but you couldn't really move on from this past person. It's a good idea to try other options. If that is your story here, you know what I'm saying? So Cancer, my Venus is in Cancer. So I'm saying, so I know when it comes to loving someone, how deeply you truly love and you care. But give yourself the permission to do whatever you want to do. So the advice is the Ace of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Swords at the bottom. So your biggest piece of advice here, dear Cancer, is to be very, very, very clear when it comes to choosing your lover, your soulmate, the person you want to be with. Because, if you constantly find yourself being with someone who is causing an argument, who is not really creating peace for you, especially when you're a very family-oriented sign, if someone here is not really on your frequency, then you need to make a decision on who you really want to be with. You have free will. You can choose to be with whoever you want. Anyone that's going to make you feel seen, understood, appreciated, because this is a serious situation and you are taking it very seriously, okay? So this is what I had for you, dear Cancer. Thank you so much. It was a little bit messy, funny, but I love you so much. I hope that this reading helped, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.